My name is Nicholas Mattson, and I'm running for City Council for Atascadero in 2020. And I'm going over a list of things I oppose and things I support. And right now we are on local government control. Kind of leads off of the last video that I did about free markets, and they're similar in a great state of California that we all love and enjoy. We are far too heavy on the social programs and the taxes that are being used and opposed and imposed on us as residents, and it is time to make sure that we can push back on some of that, maybe change some of that, maybe take a more aggressive approach on giving people the ability to operate in a free market so that they know that not all things come from a few industries giving to the lesser of the community, but that we all have the ability to create industry and economy through the free market. And that would have I think, an overwhelming impact in a positive way on every little community that can start to take real control, real ownership of its own economy and its own self and self-interest, and that leads into local government control. You can't do that without local government control. Every step of the way, the state continues to impose regulations that the cities are then forced to combat with their own legislation on retaining local control or otherwise be absorbed into the greater legislation of California. So I'm aware of that. I am cognizant of that. I appreciate the local control that we do have and that we can maintain that local control and decide what is best for Atascadero. Atascadero is not like every other city, even on the Central Coast. One of the things that we have that is of great relevance is our water system. It is one of the leaders. It's been one of the leaders. It never did have a water supply problem, even over the years of drought that we went through over the last decade. The idea that we were supposed to preserve water and not use water was really it was inappropriate for our community to be lumped in with that, and that kind of that's the kind of thing we need to be able to stand on and defend about our community, because that didn't help us at all. To preserve water in Atascadero didn't help us at all, because our water supply is independent, and the state of California did not recognize that. So when it imposed the water preservation standards upon all of the cities in the state, it doesn't make allowances for Atascadero to do its own thing based on its own water supply or own specifics. We need to make sure that we are always on our guard against the heavy hand of California. I don't know if it's going to just continue to get worse and worse. I will tell you that for the first couple of years, first year or so, I thought that the things that Gavin Newsom was doing was a positive effect. I feel like he completely ran off the rails during the COVID health crisis, and that's one of the reasons why I'm here and why I'm campaigning for a seat on City Council, is because the things that the governor did, completely ignorant of the special cases that cities like Atascadero and cities like Paso Robles and cities that are different, inherently different than some of the other cities in California, that the broad brushes that are stroked upon by the governors of California, they need strong leadership at the local levels, at the city council levels, to be able to defend against those broad strokes, because they are undeserved many times. Cities like Atascadero and the Central Coast, we have a different environment here, we deserve different attention, and we need leaders who are able to articulate that and protect and stand up for the residents of these areas that need that special attention. We deserve that kind of leadership, and that's why I am running for City Council for Atascadero, because that's the kind of leadership that I plan on offering for the next 4 years.